guys. So today we are discussing whether or not we should be able to resell digital music. So what do you guys think? Let's have a discussion. Let's have a conversation about your thoughts. Anybody got any thoughts on that? Yes, Dylan.
I say no. It's like it's already copyrighted.
Okay. Okay.
So you should be able to sell someone else's work, especially if you're not associated with it.
Okay. That's a good thought. Does anybody think differently? Yes, Ben.
Okay, well, I think that you should be able to resell it because, like, with anything else that you purchase legally, you own that, and you can do with that whatever you want, including selling it. So as long as you don't still own the thing and you do sell it to someone, you should be allowed to do that.
Okay. Okay. Jay?
Moving back to Dylan's point, it should be illegal because most resellers or most licensing studios will sell it as a license rather than an actual product.
Okay.
Which grants you a temporary access to the file, and certain terms and conditions come with that in a usual text file called README, and it prevents you from reselling that.
Oh, nice. Good thoughts on that. Anybody else? Yes, Anderson.
I think that you should be able to sell it, but I think you're gonna like sell someone else's work, like if they have a copyright for it, but like you should have to like sign something to give them like 5% or like a certain percentage of like whatever money you make off of it, since like you didn't really do anything to like make the music.
Okay. All right. Any other thoughts? Any other thoughts? I know we've talked about analog versus digital data today. So how would that look if we're talking about from an analog standpoint, like an actual book? If I was to purchase a book and then resell it to someone else, does that change your thoughts?
I think if it's in person, it's more okay, if you will, because you don't have access to that product anymore. While on a computer, you can just copy and paste the file and you've still got it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, Jay. That is true. Anybody else?
I agree with Jay because like the physical copies, like we were talking about earlier, like they degrade and the analog copies they don't.
That's right. That's right. All right. Anybody else? Any other thoughts? I appreciate those thoughts. Now, great discussion. We're going to continue the conversation in a little different manner. So on Project STEM, if you guys will click the next button, make sure that you are signed up for Magic School AI. Now, Magic School AI is a platform that has a built-in AI debate partner. For this activity, you're going to go to your Magic School account, and I want you guys to select Reselling Digital Music Debate Partner. Now, the directions tell us that you are going to be in support of reselling digital music. I want you to come up with 5 reasons that are research-based to present to your AI partner. And each instance that you present this information, you'll notice that your AI chatbot is then going to give you a response, trying to explain to you the opposite is true, okay? So you've got one stance while your AI chatbot or debate partner has another stance. Do that at least 5 times and make sure that you screenshot that conversation, upload it to Project STEM, and that is how you will get credit today for your debate. Does anybody have any questions about that? Yes, Anderson? Okay. Let me pull that up in just a minute and we'll confirm that class code. so now everybody has their binary calculators created, and we're going to use these to convert our binary calculator to allow us to understand how to convert from binary to decimal, okay? So, the inside digits that you see on your calculator are what? Decimal or binary? Decimal, right? What's the key giveaway? They're not, right. They're not zeros, they're not ones. But if we fold up or down, we get a 0 or a 1. Very good. Okay. So, if I gave you guys the number 50, okay, and I've got a binary calculator written out on the board here, okay, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to choose the number in the middle that is high enough that it's close to 50, but it doesn't go over 50. So, looking at that, which one of these placeholders is the best representation of that? 32. So I'm going to put a 1 at 32. Now, somebody do the quick math for me, simple math. 50 minus 32 is 18. So now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to look at my binary calculator. What is the number that is close enough to 18 but doesn't go over 18? That's right. So now, what's left over? What's remaining? 2. So I'm going to look for the next highest number that's equal to but not going over 2, which is 2. And what do you think I'm going to do for 8, 4, and 1? Zeros, right. All right. So this is the binary number for the decimal number 50. You got the hang of that? Okay, good. Because now it's your turn. Oh, yeah. Now it's your turn. So I'm going to call on people at random, and I want you to come up, and I want us to discuss as a class if you got it right. Right? So I'm going to go with another easy one. Scholar, you want to come up for this one? Come on up. All right. I'm going to go with, this one's relatively easy. It's a little bit larger of a number, but let's go with 77. All right, so I'm going to give you the pen. All right, guys, let's help Scholar out. So, Scholar, stand back just a little bit to make sure everybody can see the board. Can you see it? Yes? Cool. Okay, so what are we going to do first? The digit that is close to 77 without going over is?
64.
Good. So, Scholar. Okay. What's left? 74 and 60. 64 and 77. 13 is left. So then we're going to select, oh, don't put the 0 yet. Hang on just a second. No, you're good. You're good. So what did we say that number was? 13 was left over. So what's the number we're going to select without going over? Yes. So now that leaves us with a remainder of? Good. Now, the number that's close to 5 without going over 5 is? Okay, so put a 1 there. What's left? 1. So, we can add a 1 above the 1. Now you can fill in the middle with zeros. Okay, do you think you got the hang of this one? Good. Now, let's do another one together. Now, this number is going to be a little bit larger. You want to stay up for another one? Yeah, okay. Let's go with 159. That's going to be fun. All right. So, Scholar, you do the simple math, and we're going to see if you're right. Okay? Yep, go right ahead. Okay.